Welcome back, dear students. In this video, I am going to discuss answers of important questions of Module 2 as per the subject Introduction to Python Programming of VTU syllabus. Dear students, in previous video I have discussed answers of Module 1. In this video I will be discussing answers of Module 2, which covers lists, dictionaries and structuring data. Dear students, as I have told in previous video, I am not going to discuss these answers in detail. To understand the concepts covered in Module 2, you go through the videos listed in a description of this video. In this video, I will be concentrating on how to write answers for given questions. Now, to start with the first question is discuss list and dictionary data structure with example for each. It's been asked for 6 marks. For discussing list, you will get 3 marks, and for discussing dictionary, you will get 3 marks. What you are supposed to write? What a list is? If you see here, a list is a versatile and ordered collection of elements that can contain items of different data types. The lists are mutable, meaning we can add, remove or modify elements after the list is created. Elements in list are indexed starting from 0 for the first element. The lists are created using square brackets. So this is little bit explanation about the list, and later you give example. After giving the example, instead of explaining about the example, there itself you write the output as a comment like this. Dear students, try to give example for different operations that you can perform on list. Here if you see, fruits is equal to apple, banana, cherry, date. This example will show that how to create a list and accessing elements of index. Similarly, the dictionary, if you see, a dictionary is unordered collection of key value pairs. Keys in dictionaries are unique and immutable, and they are used to access values associated with them. Dictionaries are mutable, allowing us to add, modify or delete key value pairs. Dictionaries are created using a curly braces or the dict constructor. Example, dear students, student, say here name is key, Alice is value, key value pairs, given example. Then how to access key value pair, modifying values, adding new key value pair and deleting key value pair. Say 1 mark for what dictionary is and 2 marks for example with output. Second question is write a Python program to accept n numbers and store them in list, then print the list without odd numbers in it. So this is a very simple program. If you see, initially we are going to read the value of n. We'll ask the user to enter the value of n, then read it using input function, then create an empty list, numbers is equal to square brackets without anything within it, which will create an empty list. Then read n numbers and store them in a list. For I in a range of n, num is equal to int input f indicates format string. Initially I will be 0, 0 plus 1 will be 1, so it will going to print something like this, enter number 1. If you enter, say for example here 24, that will be taken and converted to int, stored in num. Later numbers dot append of num. So this num is appended to the list. Initially the list will be empty, the first number will be stored in a list. Like this you read all the numbers up to n. Afterwards, using a list compression to filter out even numbers. The given list can be compressed using a syntax written here. Like we want only even numbers, I am going to create a new list. Even underscore numbers is equal to num for num in numbers if num mod 2 is equal to 0. It is something like this, dear students. Even numbers is equal to, initially the even numbers will be empty. First num will be added, which will be taken from for num in numbers. This num will be in numbers provided if num mod 2 is equal to 0. this num will be stored in a list which is there in numbers list provided num mod 2 is equal to 0. Means if number is even, then only it will be stored in a new list that is even numbers. This statement will be repeated for all the numbers in this particular list. Later just print the list without odd numbers. List without odd numbers is even numbers. This is the output, and as I have discussed in previous video, whenever a program is asked, write comments wherever necessary and don't forget to write output. Third question is, for a is equal to hello, how, 1, 2, 3, 10, 20, 30, what is the output of following statement? Print a of colon colon, print a of minus 3 0, print a of 2 colon minus 1, print a of 0 colon colon minus 1. It's been asked for 8 marks. Dear students, look at the answer. Only this much you are supposed to write, but you will get 8 marks. To answer this type of question, you need to analyze it and write. Such type of questions is going to test your analytical skills and thought process. Look at the answers, dear students. As we know, dear students, this particular question is based on a slice operator. The slice operator contains 3 different values. The first value will be start, the second value will be stop, and the third value will be step. By default, if I don't give any of this, means if I don't give start, it will start from the 0. If I don't give stop, it will go to up to end, and if I don't give step, by default step size will be 1. Because of that, it will start from the beginning, it will go up to end for every element in list. So that's the reason whatever the list A is there, the same list we will get as the output. Because it will start with the 0, which is first element here, it goes up to end, which is last element, and step size is not mentioned. Because of that, by default the step size is 1, it lists all the elements. Second one is print a of minus 3 0. Here index operator is given, a of minus 3, minus 1 is last element, minus 2 is this second element, and minus 3 is this is the third element, which is how. And in this 0 indicates H. That's the reason the answer for second is H. And third one, if you see, print a of 2, this is a of 0, this is a of 1, and this is a of 2. And afterwards a slice operator is there. It starts with 0 and it goes till the element before minus 1, and minus 1 element here is 3, and if you see, it will start with 0, before 3 is nothing but 2. The output of this is 1 and 2 here. Print a of 0 colon colon minus 1. Dear students, if you see here, a of 0 is hello, start is not given, stop is not given. Obviously it will start with the beginning and goes up to end. Minus 1 indicates here step size is minus 1, which indicates that it will going to decrement from the last. So initially O is printed, then L, L, E, and lastly H is printed. This is the output. Hope this is clear to you, dear students. Fourth question is, write a Python program to read dictionary data and delete any given key entry in the dictionary. This is very simple, dear students, 7 marks. Initially you need to create an empty dictionary. Here I have taken a name of dictionary as a sample underscore dict, creating empty dictionary. Later you ask the user to enter dictionary data, and here to finish entering the data, user has to press enter button. It is while true, which is infinite loop. Key is equal to input enter key or press enter to finish. You are asking a user to enter the key. If user don't want to enter, then he just needs to press enter button. Once the user enters key, check if user wants to finish entering data. If not key, means if user has not entered anything, just press a enter button, then break. It will come out of this loop. Otherwise, it will ask the value, enter the value of a key, that key will be displayed, and later that key and value will be added to the dictionary using sample underscore dict of key is equal to value. This loop is repeated till the user presses a enter button. Later, print the dictionary created after reading the data, and afterwards ask the user to enter the key to delete. Once the user enters the key, read it. Key to delete is equal to enter the key to delete, and afterwards to delete the data, if key to delete in sample dictionary. Say here, before deleting the data, if I directly delete using del operator, if that particular key is not present, it will throw an error. Because of that, initially we will check whether key is present in a dictionary. For that purpose, if key to delete in dictionary, if it is present in dictionary, then delete that key using del sample underscore dict key to delete. And after deleting, say you just print the given key has been deleted. Else, if that key is not present in a dictionary, just print the key doesn't exist in a dictionary. And afterwards you can print the updated dictionary. So here is the output. If you see, enter dictionary data, press enter to finish. Enter the key or press enter to finish. Initially, Bagalkot has been entered as a key and value for Bagalkot is 587101. Enter Bangalore, key is Bangalore and value is 56001. Later Vijayapura 586101. This is the dictionary created by reading the data, and afterwards enter the key to delete Bangalore. The Bangalore has been deleted. If you see, updated dictionary doesn't contain Bangalore. Write the comments wherever necessary and don't forget to write the output. In this case, you will get 5 marks for programmer with comments and 2 marks for writing the output. Next question is, explain with a programming example to each get set default. For 6 marks it's been asked, dear students. 3 marks to explain get method and 3 marks to explain set default. Get method and set default are the methods from a dictionary. 3 marks for explaining get with example, where 1 mark you will get what get method to explain what get method is, and 2 marks for explanation with example. Similarly, set default, 1 mark to tell what set default method is, and remaining 2 marks example with explanation. Sixth question is, develop suitable Python program with a nested list to explain copy.copy and copy.deep copy methods. Dear students, if you see here, 8 marks has been given. 4 marks to explain copy.copy method and 4 marks to explain copy.deep copy methods. Just go through the explanation. 1 mark to tell what copy.copy method, 2 marks for the example with output and 1 mark for the explanation. Similarly, you can explain copy.deep copy method. Just go through the explanation. Explain append and index functions with respect to list in Python for 6 marks. Here, for explaining append method, you will get 3 marks. For explaining index method, you will get 3 marks. These two are the methods of a list. 3 marks for explanation of append and 3 marks for explanation of index. What append method, you will get 1 mark, and syntax with example, you will get 2 marks. Similarly here, what index method, you will get 1 mark. Syntax with example and explanation, you will get 2 marks. Explain different ways to delete an element from list with a suitable Python syntax and programming example. It's been asked for 10 marks, dear students. There are 4 different methods. You will get about 2.5 marks for each, where 1 mark will be given to tell what that method does, like here explanation of the method, half marks for writing the syntax and 1 mark for example with explanation. 2.5 marks for each. So here 1 mark for explanation, half marks for syntax and 1 mark for example with explanation. So this is for using pop method by index. There are 4 methods. First one is using remove method. Second one is using pop method. Third one using del statement or del operator. Normally it's called as a del statement. And fourth one is using list compression. Just go through the answer. Question number 9 is read a multi-digit number as characters from the console. Develop a program to print the frequency of each digit with suitable message. It's been asked for 6 marks. Here 5 marks for program with comments and 1 mark for the output. Dear students, you need to concentrate. Here instead of reading the multi-digit number as an integer, you need to read it as a characters, nothing but as a string. Read the multi-digit number. Once user enters it, it will be stored in multi_digit_num. It will be stored as a string. To convert a string to a list, use a list function. It will convert given string to a list of integers. Later, create a empty dictionary. Frequency underscore digits is equal to curly brackets. It is going to create empty dictionary to store frequency of each digit. For every digit in list, frequency.digit.set default digit comma 0. Here dear students, initially it will start with the first digit in a dictionary. Like say for example, if you enter this particular string, it will be read and stored in a multi-digit num. Initially the digit will be 7. Here the digit will be 7. And that it will check whether it is there in a frequency underscore digits. Initially if the frequency underscore digits will be empty. So because of that, if this digit is not there in a dictionary, it will add that digit to a dictionary as a key and the value will be set to 0. If digit occurs first time, add it to dictionary. Later you increment the value of that digit by 1. This particular statement is going to increment the count of a digit by 1. If that particular digit present in a dictionary, this statement will not add that digit to a dictionary. Instead, that count of the digit will be incremented. At the end, you print the frequency of each digit in a given multi-digit number. For every digit and frequency in frequency underscore digit.items, print frequency of digit and its value. Dear students, if you see here, this digit is a key and freq is a value. For every key and value in this particular dictionary.items is going to return key value pair. So digit will be key and frequency will be value, that will be printed. Just go through the program and don't forget to write the output. Next question is question number 10. Tuples are immutable. Explain with Python programming example. For 4 marks, you will get 2 marks for the explanation and 2 marks for the example along with its explanation. Just go through the answer. Question number 11. Explain negative indexing, slicing, index, append, remove, pop, insert and sort with a suitable example. Dear students, it's been asked for 8 marks. You need to explain 8 concepts. For each concept, you will get 1 mark. Negative indexing. What you need to concentrate here? What is negative indexing? Then give an example and there itself within example as a comment you write what is the output. Similarly for slicing, what is slicing? Then example with output. For each of these you will get 1 mark. So you need not have to explain this in detail. Just tell what it is and give an example, and along with the example you also mention the output. Next one is question number 12. Here if you see, explain the use of in and not in operators in a list with suitable examples. It's been asked for 6 marks. Dear students, you are going to get 3 marks for in operator and 3 marks for not in operator. Question number 13. read n numbers from the console and create a list, develop a program to compute and print mean, variance and standard deviation with messages for 6 marks. This particular program is available in a playlist. You just go through this. Don't forget to write the program with comments and the output. Next question is, explain the following methods in list with an example for each. For 8 marks, 4 different list methods have been given, 2 marks for each. Len is a method used to find the number of elements in list, and this method returns integer which will tell number of elements in a given list. Tell what that method is and give an example with output, you will get 2 marks. Tell what is sum method. This method will return the sum of all the elements in list. Example with output, you will get totally 2 marks here. Max, this method returns maximum value in a list. Example with output, 2 marks. Min, this method returns minimum value in a list. Give example with output, you will get 2 marks. 2 into 4, you will get 8 marks. Question number 15. What is list? Explain append, insert and remove methods with examples. For 8 marks, if you explain what is list, 2 marks you will get. Later to explain these 3 methods, you will get 6 marks. 2 plus 6 will be 8 marks. For explanation of every method here, you will get 2 marks. So this is explanation of list with example for 2 marks. Append method with example for 2 marks. Insert method with example for 2 marks, and remove method with its example, you will get 2 marks. Next, explain the following methods with example. Keys, values, items in a dictionary. So here it's been asked for 12 marks. Normally, even sometimes this particular question has been asked for 6 to 9 marks. In this case, for every method you will get 4 marks. If it's been asked for 9 marks, you will get 3 marks for each. Keys, explain the keys method with example, values method with example, and items method with example. Whenever you give example, don't forget to write the output. Next is question number 17. How tuple is different from list and which function is used to convert list to tuple? Explain. For 6 marks, explanation of how tuple is different from list, you will get 4 marks, and explanation of function that is used to convert list to a tuple, you will get 2 marks. Just go through it. In Python, both tuples and lists are used to store collection of items, but both are different with respect to syntax and mutability. So how tuple and list are different with respect to syntax? Give example. Then how tuples and lists are different with respect to mutability. Then conversion from list to a tuple. We can use a tuple function to convert list to a tuple. Here this is a list, and to convert that to a tuple, we have used tuple function. And the last question in this is, list the merits of dictionary over list. It's been asked for 4 marks. Because of that, 4 merits are there. You will get 1 mark for each merit. First one is about the key value pair. Second one is fast lookup. Third one is flexibility of keys. Fourth one is association between the data. Just go through the answer. Hope this is clear to you, dear students. Here I have not explained the concept. Instead, I have just explained how to write answer for a given question and how much you are supposed to write the answer. Hope this is going to help you in your exam. Thank you. Thank you for watching.